Hi you guys, I know it's been a while since I made a video. I had a small injury and I had to be on bed rest for a while, so I couldn't really get myself up to make videos. But I'm feeling much better now, and as you can hear, today's Diwali and the kids in my area are bursting. So I'm not sure how the audio quality of this video is gonna be. So my previous video was about trying underrated skincare products, especially pharmacy skincare products. It did really well. A lot of you guys liked it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are new to this channel, might have subscribed after watching that video. So if you are here after watching the video and you're following along with my journey, thank you for being here, and do drop comment down below. Since you guys really loved the skincare video, so I thought I'd make a very simple video talking about what is my skincare routine as of now. Before we go into the skincare routine, I want to talk about how everybody's skincare routine would be different based on the needs for your skin, and something that works for me might not work for you guys. So if your skin is similar to my skin tone or similar to my skin texture, this routine might work really well for you. I have dry skin, dry and dehydrated skin, not really prone to acne, but I used to have a lot of texture around my skin. So I made a separate video on that, which I'll link up here. I do get a bit of bumpy skin here and there if I don't maintain the skincare routine. I end up getting a lot of hyperpigmentation around my mouth and under my eyes, and as dark spots after the pimples are gone, and different parts of my face will be a different shade of brown. So if this sounds like your skin type or anything that you've been going through, I think the skincare routine might work for you. Now let's get into my morning skincare routine. I just wash my face with my favorite cleanser of all time. This is a simple, refreshing facial wash. It's 100% soap free, no artificial perfume or color. I tend to avoid washing my face more than a maximum of 2 times a day. Some days I also go with just washing it once. Because I have dry skin, I don't like the feeling of having a very dehydrated dry skin after I wash my face, and a cleanser like this comes in handy. This doesn't end up stripping my face of all the oils that I have. I notice that my skin is drier the longer I keep a cleanser on my face. So I like to stick with something simple which doesn't dry out my skin. After cleansing my face, I go in with a vitamin C serum. I'm using the Derma 10% vitamin C face serum here. I feel like this serum is beginner friendly, but I don't like the clear packaging of this bottle because I already got this serum and it oxidized, so I had to buy a new one. I would prefer buying another company which has a tinted bottle. I will link all the products I mentioned and also any other product that I recommend in the description down below. I go in with a few drops of the vitamin C serum on my face in the morning. This has really helped in tackling the hyperpigmentation on my skin, especially on my forehead and around my mouth is where I see a lot of hyperpigmentation. I also see it under my eyes, but I don't usually put a lot of these serums under my eyes. So I just focus on getting a lot of sleep and eating properly and hydrating myself, and the darkness goes away after a while. So after my serum has seeped into my skin, depending on how my skin feels that day, I might go in with a moisturizer or skip it and directly go to sunscreen. I end up using a moisturizer only when I feel super dry, because I don't want to layer a lot of products on my skin and then I get really sweaty in this weather. I directly go to sunscreen most of the days. But if my skin is feeling a bit dry, I go in with a very light moisturizer. I like to use the Pond's lightweight moisturizer. It has vitamin E and glycerin. The texture of this cream is like whipped cream, so it's really easy to apply on your skin and it doesn't leave a greasy look on your face. And especially with dry skin, you might think that I would go in with a very heavy moisturizer, but it's kind of the opposite. Maybe during the night I might go in with a heavy moisturizer, but during the day, if I try to pack in a lot of heavy stuff on my dry skin, it doesn't get absorbed inside. It stays on my skin like a film, and it's really uncomfortable. So I go with light moisturizers which I can feel it going into my skin and doesn't just stay on top. For sunscreen, these are my two favorite sunscreens currently. So I go on with the 1% hyaluronic acid sunscreen when my skin is feeling particularly dry and I need a bit of nourishment. This one has a more creamier consistency but doesn't just sit on your face. It blends into your skin super fast and does not leave a white cast. And on the days my skin doesn't feel that dry, I go in with the Dot & Key Watermelon Cooling Sunscreen. This is the ideal sunscreen I like to wear in the hot weather. Texture is very watery and it gives a cooling effect on my skin. Does not make my skin sweaty after wearing it. This is one of the only few sunscreens I have used where I don't feel sweaty after wearing it. Doesn't feel like there's a lot on my face. And once a week I like to exfoliate my skin, which really helps with hyperpigmentation and texture. So I like to use the 10% PHA face serum from Derma Co. You must have heard of AHA and BHA serums. BHA is supposed to be a milder variant of exfoliant, and because my skin is dehydrated and dry most of the times, I don't go in with a very strong exfoliator like salicylic acid. So I end up using this serum. It's very mild on my skin. So that's about it for my morning skincare routine. It's 10:30 p.m. right now and my phone has 3% charge, so I'm gonna make it real quick. This is my nighttime skincare routine. I start off with using a toner of some sorts. Just take a few pumps of it and tap it into my skin. I don't go too overboard with it because I just want my skin to feel damp so that I can go in with a serum after this. And then I go in with hyaluronic acid serum. I just take a few drops of it and tap it into my skin. To seal all of this in, I use a face mask. So I go in with my hyaluronic acid serum and then use a face mask on top so that it is sealed and then stays put. I saw a dermatologist recommend this technique to seal all the moisture in, and if my skin is feeling very dry and dehydrated, I go in with this step. And if I don't have much time, I'll just go in with the moisturizer. It's been around 10 minutes, so I'm removing my face mask and I generally follow it up with a moisturizer. My battery just died, so I have switched my location so that I can charge it while filming. And I used to use this one from the Derma Co. Vitamin E Daily Face Moisturizer. If you're wondering why I often use Derma Co products, I'm not gonna lie, this one is not something I did my research and bought. It was just a freebie because I bought a couple of serums. But it worked really well for me, so I continued using this. But I felt like this was again a bit too heavy and it didn't really seep into my skin. I felt like it was just sitting on top of my skin. So I've been loving the emollient cream. I tested this out in my previous video while I tested out pharmacy skincare products, and since then I've been really loving it. Yes, I keep it in the box. I prefer this one to the Dermaco one. That's about it for my skincare routine. I hope you liked it. I know I kept it really simple. Just generally, I'm a lazy person, so this is what I do. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do let me know what you want to see next from me. Leave a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe.